Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode in the series of SR Talks. Now, SR Talks is basically a series wherein I talk about mental health in general. So, yes, also please do check description for more details about this series. This video contains a lot of depressing events and emotionally traumatic experiences. So if you are not looking up to it, please feel free to skip this video. I have few other videos that you might find interesting. I will be leaving links right here, and I've been wanting to do this video from the longest time possible. Believe me, it's 8th time that I'm shooting this video. Every single time it makes it to the final edit, and then I'm like, nah, you're not going into uploads, so it goes into the dump, and I feel bad about it. So I really hope this one makes it to the final cut as well as the uploads. I'm in my comfort clothes and with my bare skin. I can't talk much louder than this. That's because I'm kind of feeling comfortable in this volume. So yeah, a lot of noise happening. That is because of construction is happening around. So yeah, and please don't mind me looking here and there, watching every random possible thing in my room. Yeah, with that being said, let's get into the video. I don't know if I'm making sense, if I'm framing it right, or where to start, where to end. I don't know anything. I'm just sitting and attempting to do this video, so hopefully that goes well. So yeah, basically I have been fighting depression from 4 years now. So yes, that statement itself is huge for me to say. So yes, I'm saying depression. It's not just like I've been sad from like these many days. I've been low from these many weeks or something like that. But yes, I'm talking about depression in my case, which is clinically diagnosed by a psychologist or psychiatrist, right? Yeah. So yes, it has been clinically diagnosed. It's not just I'm like complaining about this or that. No. My heart is really holding up on so much of burden, and people around me, few people do really know that I'm facing this and I'm going through all of this, but few others have no clue. I don't know if this is unfortunate or fortunate enough, but mostly people around me don't know what being depressed is like. Coming up to a person itself is hard enough, and if you like came up to them and wanted some help, and in return they don't respond well or reply well, or treat you like, people say things like, it's like, oh no, you are just faking it, don't be so sad, come on, enjoy, chill out, have a good time, and do that, do this. I mean, don't you think I know that? I mean, what? And that happens to me a lot. So every single time I say, "Dude, I'm going through something, I'm feeling low," or something like that, people are like, why? Please be like chill as others are. Come on, come out sometimes, chill out and all that. I'm like, yeah, my mistake telling you. So yeah, that happens a lot. For the first few months I was like, I might be feeling this sadness and that's it, but then I was like, there might be something more serious to it. So I just started taking a little extra observation into that, and I thought I might be like consulting a psychologist or someone. So I did that. Yeah, I have tried a few psychologists, and it's not like the perfect match for the very first time. I had one of my psychologists telling me to do yoga and do breathing exercises regularly and all that. So I was like, yeah, okay, but I need something else. So she was like, write how you feel and all that, and I was like, I need something more than that. I need something different than that. So I was trying another psychologist. Luckily, she was really sweet, and she was so attentive and listening, and she listened through every single thing of mine and every single thing that I have to say to her. She used to listen, and she used to actually put herself in my position and think. So that happened, and I'm really grateful for that. People generally assume that depression has only to do with mental or emotional state of mind, and that's not exactly true. And there are changes physically too. I mean, your appetite shrinks, or it doubles up, or your sleep schedule will be totally destroyed. Mine, for me, it's like 24 hours, and I sleep for this 1 hour, and I'm good to go for like next 3-4 days. I mean, every single task feels like so much of burden. Doing my minimal tasks, like doing my skincare, forgot about skincare, man, just doing my brushing and doing my basic shower and all that felt like a lot. And it's like, what, should I have to do this again? I mean, will I be dying if I'm not brushing every day? And all of that possible thoughts have been with me for like every single task. It's like my bed was the best comforting thing in my whole entire world. I was not even stepping into my living room. I was just like, my bedroom, washroom, and that's all. So that's what happened. And yes, I've been shooting all these videos while I was fighting with depression. But yes, I tried my level best to keep it more interesting and all that. But there is time where I was like, I have so much of content and so many video ideas that are to be recorded and to be shoot. So I have so many of them, but every single time I take up my camera and sit before that, I'm totally silent, like dead silence. My brain is full of so many words that my mouth is like full stop, muted. It's like I wanted to shoot, and I really wanted to shoot. And you know what, something that I have to tell you is that every time I shoot a video, I upload it, and no matter the likes, no matter the views, I just feel so fulfilled that it's like, wow, I did something today. It means so much to me, kind of things. And while this phase was going, I wanted to shoot. I really love to shoot. If that's not doing justice enough, I love to shoot. I love to upload it, and I love to hear from you guys. But I couldn't be more consistent about it, and that's something that breaks my heart. Every person is like messaging me, Srilekha, are you there? Are you alive? You're not even doing videos. What's happening? Are you alive? And we want to see from you, we want to hear from you, and all that. And that makes me so happy and sad at the same time. I mean, you guys are looking forward to it, and I'm not able to keep up with it. There are people that help me a lot. I can't even thank them enough. But my friends have been really supporting for that matter. And yeah, my parents were like constantly worried about me. What happened? Why are you being like that? And what can we make to help you out and all that? Seeing my parents like that broke me a million times. And yeah, And coming to suicidal thoughts, I had so many of those, and to be honest, I had did few attempts, and thinking of it makes me feel horrified right now. But I don't know, I was sitting on my workstation with a knife in my hand and about to do something shitty, but I don't know, one of my friends suddenly all of nowhere called me. I don't know if this makes it look like more filmy, but it felt like a blessing. In that moment, he called me and was like, "What are you doing? How is life?" And he was talking as if he has like whole idea of it, that I'm like about to do it, but he absolutely had no clue. He just randomly, believe me or not, he just randomly called me that day and that moment, to be honest. So called me and I was like, why the hell is he calling me right now? I'm like, okay, why? But we didn't even have been in touch that much, so I was like, why is he calling me? I accepted the call and I was talking. So I was like, yeah, everything is fine, everything is going good and all that. But if there was no call from that person or someone else, that moment I might have committed that. Also, there was this one event wherein I was like supremely traumatized. I don't want to, mention what exactly happened and what was that event. And as of now, I'm not comfortable enough to say that. But yeah, I've been in biggest fight. There was so much of physical torture. Yes, and that was the word I was looking for. So yeah, a lot of physical torture and emotional blackmails and whatnot. I was talking to my mom and I was like, let go, mom. It's like I accept the fact that the person was one of my best friends and is no more with me. I mean, they're not like dead, to be clear. So we lost a relationship and that's it. So I was like, okay, I thank God that at least the God couldn't see me in that situation that I was, which was supremely toxic to me, and at least he might have felt a little, guilty that she is facing a lot of toxicness with that person, and the God itself removed the person from my life. And I used to get panic attacks after that event has happened. If I get to see that person, the toxic person that I was talking about, if I get to see them or if I get to hear about them, if I just get to hear that name itself makes me trigger, and my heartbeat was at its max and my whole body used to shiver and sweat like hell, and I was out of breath. I couldn't even talk a word when I'm in that situation. And yes, I'm still having those attacks, few attacks here and there, and because of that I used to cancel out on plans like very frequently. I just used to go to my own thing, to do my own stuff and be back home. I don't used to celebrate events Not even my birthday was joyful for me this year. So it was like, yeah, I understand. I'm really grateful that my friends are around and my families came together to celebrate my birthday. But it felt great. I'm not denying that, but it didn't really made me, joyful. This feeling of fulfillment. So yeah, and I used to celebrate my birthdays like hell. If you know me, I used to count days, months, weeks, and if not years, year as well. So yeah, I was getting triggered, and when I explain that to people, people are like, don't remind yourself of that all happened shit and all that. I mean, like, that's not how triggers work. I mean, every time I get a trigger, it's like the whole event happens all over again in front of my eyes, right in front of my eyes, as if I was reliving that moment right now. And I mean, I don't know, but it feels like I'm reliving that moment again, all over again, and I know what's going to happen as the consequence of that. I've been really conscious about how people think that I might be rude to them, I might be mean to them while talking. So I used to avoid every possible person. And talking about my college, I used to skip it every single day. Corona happened, and then we have this online situation. So I was like the happiest, even though I used to skip it every single day possibly. So I was like, what if people think bad about me, what if people assume things about me, which I don't used to care that much before these 4 years. But it's been really hard for me. So I was like, I wish I was invisible at some point and totally vanish at some others, as I was mentioning about that. So yeah, as of now, yes, I'm still healing, yes, I'm still facing those situations and symptoms, and it's not like I'm over it. Hopefully I will one day, but yes, I'm in still healing process. So if I disable the comments, then please do consider the fact that recording this video, shooting this video took me a whole lot of courage and the bravest attempts to upload it out in the world. So please be a little understanding about that. So I'll try to be consistent, be more consistent with my uploads, and yes, hopefully you guys will be hearing from me soon. So yeah, and thank you for watching it till the end. You mean a lot to me. If you are watching it till this point, then I know you care about me. Thank you so much, and I'm supremely grateful about you. Yeah, I did it, and thank you so much. I'll meet you in my next video, and then take care. This is SR signing off for now.